The World Health Organization declared the outbreak of the coronavirus disease 2019, SARS-CoV-2 or COVID-19, a pandemic on March 11, 2020. In order to slow down a rapid spread across and within countries, many governments responded with strict measures including lockdown with school and workplace closures, self-isolation and social distancing, border closures, restrictions of travel, to reduce the transmission of the virus. On March 18, 2020, the WHO published a statement presenting mental health and psychosocial considerations for the general public, acknowledging the potential impact of this public health emergency on mental health of the general population. Historically, quarantine has been a successful measure adopted worldwide in infectious disease outbreaks. However, it represents an unfavorable experience for the population. It's a frightening time. We're in the midst of a worldwide pandemic, with many places at least partially shut down. Others are struggling to reopen safely. Some of us are in areas where the COVID infection rates are getting worse. Others are bracing for what may come next. And all of us watching the headlines and wondering, when is it going to end? Public health actions, such as social distancing, are necessary to reduce the spread of COVID-19, but they can make us feel isolated and lonely and can increase stress and anxiety. Learning to cope with stress in a healthy way will make you, the people you care about, and those around you become more resilient. Stress can cause the following: feelings of anger, fear, sadness, worry, or frustration, changes in appetite, energy, desires, and interests, difficulty concentrating and making decisions, difficulty sleeping or nightmares, headaches, body pains, stomach problems, and skin rashes. Increased use of tobacco, alcohol, and other substances. It is natural to feel stress, anxiety, grief, and worry during the COVID-19 pandemic. Here are ways that you can help yourself, others, and your community manage stress. Take breaks from watching, reading, or listening to news stories, including those on social media. It's good to be informed, but hearing about the pandemic constantly can be upsetting. Consider limiting news to a couple times a day and disconnecting from phone, TV, and computer screens for a while. Get vaccinated by a COVID-19 vaccine. During this time of change, it's natural for our minds to think of all the usual activities that we may not be able to do at the moment. Make a conscious shift to focus on the activities you are still able to do, or those we may have more opportunity to do if we're at home more often. Some ideas could be keep learning and maintaining your study, read a book, try out a new hobby or skill like cooking a new recipe, playing an instrument, learning a new language, learning how to sew, or gardening. Crosswords, Sudoku, and Jigsaw are all great ways to spend time and challenge yourself. Play with your pets. Pets can provide company and comfort in the face of social isolation and high anxiety. Take care of your body. Take deep breaths, stretch, or meditate. Try to eat healthy, well-balanced meals. Exercise regularly. Get plenty of sleep. Stay connected. Receiving support and care from others has a powerful effect on helping us cope with challenges. Spending time with supportive family and friends can bring a sense of comfort and stability. It is important to remember that this will pass sooner or later. The world has gone through many difficult challenges, like disease outbreaks, war, and uncertain times. For better or for worse, these times always pass. That doesn't always mean that this time isn't significantly challenging. But if we focus on what we can control and do things that are good for our health and the health of those around us, we'll come out of this in perhaps a more whole state with a renewed perspective. It is important to look toward the future and begin building for that future. You can always have hope. Hope never leaves us.